You know, after I gave birth he was like, "Oh my gosh, you know, if I lost you and I, you know, went to the park with our 3 kids, I mean, think of the ladies I can." This is a horrible thing to say, so I saw you posing in a photo with Mrs. Reynolds. And, I'm sorry, what do you call her, do you guys have a nickname or something? "'Kay, no, just so it's Mrs. OK, any. I saw this photo, it was pretty suggestive, so I got it right here. I'm going to get right to. People are like they're trolling they trolling, and I'm just like I said. She looked really lovely, and nature the drama that kicked off with Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni revealed that Ryan Reynolds wasn't just an innocent bystander, he was out here trying to intimidate Justin both on set and off. Now, with Taylor Swift pulling away from Blake Lively, folks are starting to worry that Ryan might be the next to step out, and their marriage could be in danger. They've been putting up such a show, pretending everything's perfect. If you've seen Ryan Reynolds in interviews, you know he's always playing up the humor, cracking jokes about everything, especially his marriage to Blake Lively. It's true that comedians sometimes get real and show their true selves in public, but we rarely see that side of Ryan. As for Blake, she tries to keep up with Ryan's humor, but it often falls flat. A lot of her attempts at jokes have backfired, especially with all the "it ends with us" drama with Justin recently. The gossip about their divorce has been spreading, and in July 2024 a fan left a comment under one of Blake's Instagram posts about Deadpool and Wolverine, which stirred up even more buzz. "You and Ryan need to post more of each other. There were rumors going around that you two got divorced, and I didn't believe it, because you two are the perfect couple." Blake responded to this comment with a quick reply and a laughing emoji saying, "Haha, they wish," but despite her reaction, the rumors has been making the rounds again, especially with the ongoing lawsuit drama between Blake and Justin. People have been saying the couple's been putting on a performance with their marriage since the very beginning, from their wedding, which took place on a plantation that has deep ties to slavery. It's clear that Ryan and Blake have been doing something of the most awkward and questionable things to keep up appearances over the years. They've pulled all kinds of stunts, and folks are starting to believe these are just more examples of them faking it for laughs, trying to seem funny while hiding the truth. Is Blake Lively really your wife? Yes, I'm truthful. Isn't an arrangement ship. Well, there's a 25-year contract. Sure, I don't think she can make it. Ryan's whole brand is about cracking jokes and being super laid back in interviews, and it comes so naturally to him. But for Blake, it's a different story. She's more straightforward, sometimes to the point of coming off as downright harsh. But there was that one time she called her husband out for straight-up lying, and she didn't hold back. In an interview, Blake was asked about a story Ryan told, claiming he cried like crazy when their daughter was born, even calling himself a human sprinkler, but Blake didn't let him slide. She stepped in and said, "This just goes to show how Ryan loves to exaggerate everything to make it seem like they're the perfect couple," and honestly, that might be true, but the drama doesn't stop there. There have been so many moments where they've acted fake, and at this point people are starting to doubt everything Ryan says. It gets even wilder when you realize that over the years they've been caught up in so many divorce rumors they've totally helped keep alive. Even though Blake defends their relationship, Ryan, with his classic humor, has hinted that the rumors might just have a kernel of truth when asked to confirm or deny them. Back in March 2018, a news outlet reported that Ryan and Blake were spending less time together because Ryan was always working while Blake stayed at home. Ryan, however, didn't exactly shut down the divorce rumors. He actually kind of fed into them when he said, "I wish I could use a little me time." Speaking of rumors, one of the most talked about speculations about the couple is that romantic tension played a huge role in the drama that erupted between Blake and Justin on the set of It Ends With Us, and things really start to heat up when you see how Ryan reacts to his wife's on-screen love interests. Take this one promotional pic for A Simple Favor, where Blake is dressed as her character, and there's a shirtless guy handing her a martini. Ryan's reaction: he wrote, "He seems nice," and when it comes to It Ends With Us, we saw a similar vibe from Ryan, which kind of says a lot if you think about it. People like their trolling. The trolling, and I'm just like I said. She looked really lovely in that. Ryan loves cracking jokes about Blake's on-screen love interests, except for Justin. That tells you something right there. Whatever went down between Blake and Justin must have been so deep that Ryan had to take a shot at Justin by playing up his nice pool character to poke fun at him, but Blake didn't stop there. She decided to take the joke even further by sneaking an Easter egg into It Ends With Us, where she gave a special thanks to Gordon Reynolds. Now, if you know, nice pool in Deadpool is credited to Gordon Reynolds. Yep, that's Ryan. It's just another example of how far this couple will go to maintain that perfect image. They've joked so much about their marriage in public that it leaves people wondering if that's how things really are at home when the cameras aren't rolling, and honestly it could be the case sometimes, especially when Blake called both Ryan and Taylor Swift her dragons, showing how seriously they take these oddball moments. There was even that time Blake jokingly called John Legend the best man she knew, even though her own husband was right there with them. In 2017, Blake posted on Instagram with the caption, "Congratulations to the most influential person in my life, the best man I know. You deserve this. If only my husband weren't blocking you in this shot. I'm so sorry." At John Legend. So get this, Ryan Reynolds decided to joke around, saying Jake Gyllenhaal could cook better than his wife Blake Lively. Of course, someone had to remind him that Blake might have some feelings about that comment, and Ryan, being the jokester he is, casually says he's about to move out soon. Baby, that's just a whole vibe right there. Now, while it might look like some fun, playful banter between a couple just trolling each other, some folks are out here saying it's a way for them to hide their insecurities in public. TJ Miller, who worked with Ryan on Deadpool, spilled the tea, saying Ryan's got some serious insecurity issues, but honestly, I'm not so sure about that. Ryan's got that confidence that says he's anything but insecure. You know, I think he's kind of an insecure dude. He's really nice. So in Ryan's past marriage with Scarlett Johansson, she kind of hinted that Ryan started getting a little insecure about her success. You know how it is when one person starts shining a little brighter and the other can't help but feel some type of way. Scarlett came out and said it. The logistics of being with another actor are challenging. There has to be a real understanding of how you share your time, especially when two people's careers are going at the same rate, even if one person is more successful than the other. That also proves challenging. There may be a competitive thing on another occasion. Scarlett came through with some real talk about how actors start acting like nobody wants them unless they're riding high in their career. She hinted that a little boost to an actor's success can inflate their ego, and people started thinking she was throwing shade at Ryan. Now, if Ryan's so worried about his partner outshining him, it's clear he'll do whatever it takes to keep himself at the top of Hollywood's power game and keep making moves. But here's the real question: is all this trolling between him and Blake just playful jokes, or is it really just a way to cover up some deep-rooted insecurities? Honestly, things start to make more sense once we look at other situations where Blake and Ryan were out here trolling each other. First it was cute, right? But now fans are watching everything with a magnifying glass, analyzing every move. Blake hasn't been in many projects lately, and some people think that's why She was so eager to grab control of it. Ends with us, but let's not forget she's been busy with family and raising their kids still when a fan commented on a 2019 pic of Blake with a little bump, saying they should get the baby out of there. Ryan replied that the baby should stay in. Now people started thinking that maybe Ryan's a little insecure, like he might have wanted Blake to stay pregnant so she could focus on family, giving him space to keep climbing in his career. Okay, so let me tell you, a lot of folks get Ryan Reynolds and Ryan Gosling mixed. Bright, it's the names and the looks. Got to admit they're both fine, but in the middle of their usual trolling, Blake got a little mixed up herself. She went ahead and posted a picture of Gosling with a caption, "Happy birthday, baby." Now, that's a whole mess of a joke, but it's kind of funny too. But here's the thing. While it might look like just playful couple energy, there's this whole idea that maybe they're using humor to show the world they've got a perfect, healthy relationship. Everything's funny, right? Except it also gives off that vibe of maybe hiding something behind a facade. Like, are they really all that happy, or is this just a cover-up? It gets even juicier when you remember they made jokes about Ashley Madison, the website that gave married people a place to cheat and promised to keep it anonymous. Of course, it totally backfired, exposing everyone and wrecking marriages. This all went down on Valentine's Day in 2018. Blake started clowning Ryan for not knowing how to use his phone, asking why an app wouldn't swipe right. Ryan came back saying it was eHarmony, the dating app, and Blake hit back with, "Well, you'll just have to wait and see. Can you show me how to download that?" Ever since Ashley Madison closed, I've been so lonely now, referencing a website that messed up so many marriages and careers. That right there shows there's no limit to how far these two are willing to go when it comes to normalizing these risky, dangerous jokes. And don't even get me started on the whole following and unfollowing drama. We all know how that's the quickest way for fans to figure out if a celebrity couple is living the dream or if there's some serious trouble brewing. But Blake and Ryan, oh, they saw it as another chance to have some fun with their marriage. Back in 2018, Blake unfollowed Ryan on some accounts, and you know the fans started talking. People were like, "Ooh, what's going on with them?" Ryan, being the troll he is, didn't back down. He came out and reacted to all the chatter by saying, "Definitely stings. It's a terrible way to find out that I've been kicked out of the house. To be honest, terrible. I don't know where rage like that comes from. It's pretty wild how Ryan and Blake can turn just about anything into a joke, right? But what's a little odd is how so many of their jokes seem to circle around their marriage having issues or even cheating. They're treading a thin line here. Are they just playing around, or is there a deeper fear lurking beneath all that humor? Maybe they're just joking in case they ever find themselves in those situations and want to stay ahead of the game before it hits them out of nowhere. And this isn't even the first time they've poked fun at infidelity in their marriage or brought their relationship into whatever crazy headlines are floating around. In 2018, there was this wild news story about a woman who claimed to have slept with 20 ghosts and was now engaged to one. Ryan's response to that, "This is how I find out." And he was trying to say that his wife probably had the same delusion, and it's surprising because the post was never about them. Most of the time truths are hidden in plain sight, and it wasn't funny when Blake told Ryan she was keeping many secrets from him, some very concerning that Ryan should be bothered about. With this joke, people could easily speculate just how many secrets Blake kept away from Ryan about Justin, which has become a basis for their downfall. Justin's lawsuit revealed a very private detail that people have yet to dig out until recently, and that's a conversation between Blake and Justin. In the conversation, they were speaking about orgasming for one of the spicy scenes in The film The Scene is about Ryle not climaxing after satisfying Lily, but even though the conversation was initiated. For their characters, Blake spoke as herself, saying, "I'd be mortified if that happened to me," which totally personalized an action that was supposed to be for Lily in the movie, following Blake's lead, Justin, feeling like it was an attempt to really connect with the characters, responded by saying those have been some of the most beautiful moments between himself and his wife. Although that conversation ended there, some people have interpreted it to mean that Ryan might not be satisfying Blake the way Justin satisfies his own partner. Things didn't stop there though. Blake and Justin ended up exchanging some pretty wild text messages, with Justin saying, "I like Blake." Blake replied she had met that version of herself and so had her suppositories, which she took far to talk about inserting things up her rectum, when Justin's initial comment was about attitude, the fact that Blake was sharing such intimate details with Justin only to later file paperwork accusing him of being a creep further suggests that the jokes and trolling Blake and Ryan put out in public are just a cover for what's truly happening behind closed doors. But with all the recent developments, it seems like the couple's public performance might finally be coming to an end.